Hello. How are you? I have to wear my close-up glasses today because I can. How's it going? Cheers. Today I am drinking. I wasn't last week, but I am today because why not? Let me put this on. Oh, that's right. I need to go and change. I do this every week. It's not like I'm new at this. Let's see. I need to change this to everybody. Everybody. Okay. There we go. How are you? It's nice to see everybody. There's like one person watching, and I'm okay with that. Even if I just hang out with one person, which today, at this very second, it's my darling Bill. Hi, honey. How are you and your hubby? Good morning to you, love. Ah, it's nice to see you. How are you doing over there? Are you worried for us? You should be. Well, folks, the last time I talked to you, Biden was still president. No, Biden was still president. And I almost feel like I must sound like Harris because I was so wanting her to be president. And look where we are. And yes, yeah, Bill's in Australia. Today's tomorrow for Bill. I'm glad you're well, sweetie. Listen, what I'm doing every day and what I'm going to do on the show is I'm going to segment it out into moments of sheer panic, existential dread. God damn. Woo! Right? Let me turn this on. If you're here and you like to say hello, please say hello. Randy, are you here? I love that Randy ended up being on the. Were you on the cover of the newspaper? That was so random. It was really cute. Random Randy. Tell me how you're doing. Post some links in here if you'd like. Anything that you would like to share. Would you like to share with the class? Yeah, we are now. Well, no, it's Friday, and I believe that the inauguration was Monday, and the amount of fuckery that's occurred since then is intense. Katie's here. Hi, love. Katie, just for you. Hold on. Oh. I haven't done this in a while. Hello, how are you? Oh, there's a cat hair on here. Oh, shiny ring, anybody? That brings me joy. My gorgeous fiance, wedding planning. Katie says no. No, Randy is here. Hi, brother. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I need like about 18 that fucking hands. I need about 18 million smudge sticks the size of a small city in order to clear out the bullshit that's going on. And I'm sure, listen, we have to be realistic. We have to look at what's happening. He did it. He's doing exactly what he said he is going to do, except lower prices. Now, listen, I can't even of what's going on as far as what's the drilling that's going to go on. He's talking today about dismantling FEMA. I'm laughing to keep from fucking crying. Okay. Yes, I'm swearing already. My bad. Bill says, we are all waiting for the Simpson prediction of, but I'm not going to say it out loud because everyone's listening, but okay. Randy, would you post a link to that? Your friend sent you a screenshot of a local news podcast. That photo was the cover shot. I love it. So Randy ended up he was walking and it was like 15,000 cars are stuck in some kind of ice storm. I'm not sure how many there were, but it was a lot. So anywho, yeah, it is quite the time right now. I am going to pull up some screenshots of some action things that we can do to take control of the narrative. Easy for me to say. But what I'm also going to pull up is a video of my little momsy at the Champaign County board meeting. Now, the reason why I'm so excited about that, one, besides the fact that it's my mom that got up and spoke, is that she's really engaged in something that's going on locally. Look at me making the point with my little tuning fork thing. Here we go. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. the reason why I'm excited is my mom is doing exactly what I've been talking about doing and what I am doing, which is think globally, act locally. That's what we can do right now. You have to get involved locally. And hold up, Randy says, dude, you're famous now. Absolutely. Hey, Kevin, how are you? October 2nd, brother man. Make a note of it. That's the wedding day in Champaign. We'll talk about that. Pretty exciting. But my mom is so when we went through Brother Jeff, what's happening? Yay, you got married. I'm getting married. Isn't it exciting? We're going to get married in Champaign. Nice to see you, though, Jeff. I hope y'all are doing well. Hi to Kristen. What are you cooking? What's cooking good looking? All right. So listen, so when we went through the ballot, my mom was like, I really want to vote for this guy. And he's a Republican and he's pro-life. Not a fan at all, as you all know. I am I'm pro for life, but I am pro-choice. Get out of everybody's snatch, folks. Let's start with that. Anywho, so she's really for this one guy. I don't know who he is. I can't remember his name, but she also said he was very much in support of the Mahomet Aquifer. So Mahomet is a town in Illinois. The aquifer is this amazing body of water underground. I'm not going to give it do it any justice the way I'm saying it. But Archer Daniels Midland, which is, pretty big corporation, has been doing what's called, gosh, what are the words? There's some big words that go with it. CO2 sequestration. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. And what they've been doing with this, it's almost like I think it's something that sounds similar to fracking. Recent leaks, it says recent leaks at Archer Daniels Midland's carbon sequestration facilities near Decatur. You have to love all these indigenous names in our state. Have highlighted the potential dangers of these projects, including risks of water contamination from carbon dioxide, all these big words that are coming after that are super scientific. The biggest deal is that this aquifer provides water for, and I put it in my post yesterday, for 14 counties in Champaign, including Champaign County, or 14 counties in Illinois, including Champaign County. So my mom has been really, really burdened by this need to talk about this and make sure there's at least a moratorium while they figure out what's going on. So I'm so proud of her. So one thing that we did is we got on the phone with Paul Faraci, who's the state senator in Illinois, who also I went to Edison Middle School, yes, and Central High School. And he had a conversation with mom, which I thought was wonderful. Here's a skinny. Residents of 14 counties in central Illinois source their drinking water from the Mahomet Aquifer. It supplies water to nearly 1 million people, 100 communities, and innumerable farms and businesses. So she felt really, really pressed by that to make sure to go and speak about that at the Champaign County Board last night, which the moratorium did pass for a year, which is wonderful. League of Women Voters of Champaign County was really involved. So I'm going to see if I can pull up this video of my little momsy giving her talk. It's about a minute long, but it's such a wonderful story speaking about my grandparents. And yeah, Kevin, I was really excited about that as well, too. Let me see if I can load this mofo up and share it with you. Hold up one second. You can hear this. Will you let me know? And if we can't, I'm not going to belabor this, but I did want to share this because this is the example. This is the example of what, and this is like maybe 45 seconds long. All right. So just bear with me. It's so cute. All right. So my mom is not pictured yet. Let me know if you can hear this.
All right. Next is Marcia Morrow.
That's my mom. Can you hear it? There she is. Look at little momsy.
Hi, my name is Marcia Morrow, and I'm from Savoy, Illinois. I want to tell you a short story about one well. I went to a one-room schoolhouse 2 miles west of Savoy, and it was a 100-year-old schoolhouse. And I remember drinking from that well. It was cold. We had to pump it. It went in. We drank it from a ladle and out of a bucket. Several years after that, my dad bought that schoolhouse and turned it into a home and raised our family there. And we learned at an early age to respect wells and water. We didn't waste, we didn't run water too much. If it was, I feel so strong about this. My emotions are showing. That well was everything to a family, 9 children and parents, and our whole family was raised there. So I want you to know why, that's why I'm going to make this plea. Don't risk our water supply. We must protect our aquifer from being an experimental project while being an experimental project that's being contaminated even as we speak. Please pass the moratorium. Thank you.
That makes me cry every time. I've watched it like 5 times. Oh God, you guys, like that really gets me because that is what you're supposed to be doing. Look at me, I'm a hot mess. But it's that's right there is what we should be doing. We should be going to our city council meetings. We should be going to county board meetings, school board meetings, even if you don't have kids, although you might look a little creepy. What do you all think? Like, what are you doing to be a part of this? And again, I don't know. I like her talking about that story with my grandparents. I remember that house. I remember the well water. I remember, and it's out on I think it's St. Mary's Road, and my grandparents are buried across the street from that. So are my aunts, some of my aunts and uncles, or my great aunts and uncles. It's really, it really will, especially when you go out there and you see your family history, and then you see somebody who's my mom's going to be 84 years old in 2 days, and she's up there. I think she went actually to a brewery today to go and talk with some of the people about that as well, but she's up there and getting it done. And I hope this is encouraging to you as well, because a lot of people are saying, and they're getting sick of, oh my gosh, you're fear mongering, or you're putting out negative stuff. No, we're not. I'm putting out things about ICE raids. I'm putting out things about what we can do as far as DEI programs. He shut down a ton of those already. Trump has, since he came into office. He did a ton of stuff in the first 36 hours. We're going to go over some of that too. But here's the bottom line. You may not be into politics, and if you're friends of mine, you'll hear me say this a lot, but politics is into you. Everything is about politics. And these elected officials, they work for us. Okay. Despite what a lot of people feel, they do work for us. We've elected them. And even if it's somebody that got elected that you don't necessarily like, you can go to these meetings and say, hey, what are you doing? Are you holding up to what we elected you to do? So, of course, it's not really going to work at this really high federal level because it's a hot mess. But you can go to your local board meetings and go and see what you can do. Anyway, I'll post a link to that. That's my little momsy. And this aquifer she's so, she's really, really fired up about it. So tell me what you're fired up about, because I have a ton that I'm fired up about. How about I do some funny cards? And then I'm going to pull up some links, because there's a guy that I'm following here in Colorado named Obi. And I can't pronounce his last name properly, so I'm not going to, but I'll post a link. But what I love is that he posted some things that are action items that we can do. So I'm going to pull that up here in a second. And I also have to strongly suggest, y'all, if you are feeling, thanks, Charla. Thanks, babe. I so appreciate that. I was really, really proud of her. She practiced what she was going to say. She had it written down, which I love. She picked out her little outfit, and which I also love. And then again, she went to, I think they met up at a brewery tonight, this afternoon, to talk about the results of that. So I don't think we're never too young, old, unconfident, overly emotional, anything to go speak up like that. Right. So let me pull up OB's quick thing, and then I'm going to I'm going to talk about some funny shit too. I'm going to read some funny cards. Would you like a card? Would you like your own card? Because I'll pull one for you. Oh, goodness. You can tell I had a good cry. I had a good cry over that this morning too. And I think as women, I think we need to be okay with speaking up, even if we do get teary eyed, because we do process emotions differently and it can manifest as that, as feeling these, that I like to call it big feelings. That's what I say to Bob, or not Bob. Oh, poor Bob. Yesterday was Bob's birthday. That's what I say to Joey when he gets big feelings. So let me pull up, actually, let me pull this up. So this is interesting, and I'll share a link to this as well. This is, let me see. So this is Obi Eziadi, and he was part of the Westminster City Council, I believe. And then I do think he ran for a higher office and did not make it this year, but he's great. So this is Obi talking about calling your senators and saying, "Hi, I'm Mia Voss, 18." What am I from? 80233. Expressing my opposition to the appointment of the following people to cabinet positions due to the lack of qualifications and because they do not support civil liberties, reproductive rights, and ethical governance. And then you can name Pete Hegseth. Oh, garbage. Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. Good Lord. They've already pulled out of the World Health Organization. That's neat. Pam Bondi. Whew, she's a hot mess. And for us, he's got the numbers here for Colorado, which is Senator Hickenlooper and Senator Bennett. And then somebody also suggested leaving a message for, I feel like there's one other person that they mentioned as well too, and I'll throw that in there too. But if you could, so I like things like this. I like these action items. If you are so, oh, Pete's Senate vote is tonight. Well, shit. So that was 9 hours ago. Thank you, Leslie. But still make these phone calls. And it's tonight. They're voting tonight. Wow. Boy, they get stuff done when they want to, don't they? So this was 10 hours ago, but I would still suggest calling and saying that you have an opposition to a lot of the appointments. Make sure you know who's up for vote at that time. But it'll be interesting to see. Unfortunately, I think he's going to go through. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So that's why I like to post things like this. And if you have action items as well, I think it's really important just to say, this is what I can do today. Right? That's the one thing you can do today. Now, let me see what else I've got going on here. Let me do a funny for you. Whew, man. RFK Jr. scares the shit out of me, you guys. What a hot mess. Health and Human Services. Christ on a cracker. All right, let's do this. Leslie says it's going to be close, and some think McConnell will vote no. I won't even speculate on that. I would hope so, but you know what? The pockets, the bootlicking, the deep pockets, the fact that, oh my God, Jeff Bezos is up on stage at the inauguration and his girlfriend's wearing this like lace bustier. Look, I'm not slut shaming anybody's outfit at all, but I mean, if a Democrat had worn an outfit like that, it would lose their mind. So much for the whole Christian whatever that they got going on. It's just stunning to me, the people that they are rolling out there, and it's all about money. She's wearing a bra. Yeah, it was something else. It's like a Seinfeld episode. What is it? The upside down or whatever. All right. Uh-oh. Let me change the settings because I think it is. Boop. There we go. Here's the funny you need. It is like a Seinfeld episode. I can't, and I won't. Hype the fuck out of yourself, you guys. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's so cute. Let's see if we can see it. Da-da-da. Oh, boy. You need to see this. Oh, the little rabbit saying to himself, "You're so fucking special." Okay. Make a list of the most positive ass shit you can think of to say to yourself, and then take that list to whatever mirror you bless in the morning by looking in it. Read out loud and proud that entire list and start every single day. You are awesome. Believe it. Susan Mishke, the Breaks Wonder. Oh, yeah. Katie, you are in the. Oh God, it was again, I really don't, I listen, wear what you want, but I just can't with the hypocrisy of what they are rolling out there, the people that are there. And I don't know if y'all saw what Ivanka was wearing, but it was so reminiscent of one of the outfits of one of the leader's wives in in Handmaid's Tale. It's frightening. like right down to the color. It's really frightening. But yes, TN, how are you, love? Yay, I'm glad you like that. Katie says she works 2 blocks from the White House. It's so surreal. Yeah, I can imagine. I actually I can't. I just I had a really great conversation with a woman from Ireland. We may be visiting Dingle in the next year. So I met this lady from the Dingle area in Ireland. I can't stop giggling when I say it. I'll try not to if we do a promotion for them. But it's so interesting because a lot of my family is actually from there. Specifically, Julia Foley was my great 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 grandmother, and this gal Caroline from the Dingle group was like, "Woof, how y'all doing over there?" I'm like, "Whoa, it's a little rough." Yes, Tien, hanging in there. Oh, I'm so glad, honey. You can't go without a bra. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it on. Your boobs go to your knees. You know, I gotta say, tits up, everybody. Come on, get your boobs up. Have you checked your boobs? You need to check your boobs, or check your wife's boobs, or do all that. But yep, boobs are a thing. All right, would you like another card? And then we will talk about, yeah, so we're getting married in Champaign, speaking of like home and relatives and all that. So I am really excited to be doing that. That's where Christopher and I both grew up. Or I think it's going to be at the venue. We'll see. Downtown. It used to be the old Vriners. It's right next to the old Vriners candy shop. You got to love that. You guys love this one. I feel like I pull it every day, every week. To let that shit go. This is what we need more than anything, is let that shit go. There's a lot of things we hold on to that drag us down. Write a list of all that bullshit you need to let go of and then shred it to pieces, right? Time to make room for more positive shit in your life. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. That was a good one too. Katie's getting a mammogram next week, but you need to find her. Yes, you do. I got you covered, sis. I'm not going to leave you hanging. It's the Hyatt right downtown. Walk right down, walk in the park. You're going to love it. I don't know if Joey's going to come though. Joey Bag of Donuts and Katie Bag of Donuts walking down the aisle. Where's Christopher? Christopher is in Florida with his momsy, and I'm going to see him in about 2 weeks. So excited. I get a lot of questions about where we're going to live. We're going to live there and we're going to live here. We're going to be there or we're going to be here. Going to be a little mobile married couple with the cats and Chris's mom. Do you love it? I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let's do another fun one. Would you like another card? And let's see what else we can pull up here that might be that's so long, 2 weeks. You damn right. You dang right about that. It is very long. But I we both get a lot done when we're on our own, and then we do a lot together. You be dying, you're so needy, says Katie. That's so funny. Thanks, Leslie. I'm pretty excited about that too. You know, when you're on your second marriage and you're pretty you kind of let a lot of things go. The most important thing is just bringing people together to celebrate, especially since it's all of my relatives are there. A lot of our friends are still there, which is super fun too. All right, here's your next card. Katie's a stage 5 clinger. Is that what is that called? Attachment style? Okay. As I love and respect myself, I radiate love to all others. Ooh, I like that image. Okay. Here we go. Love flows to you and through you at all times, filling all your unique little wrinkles, curves, organs, senses, bones, tissues, joints, wings. Oh, Katie, would you tag Christopher in here? I left him a message, but I'm not sure if he saw it, if that's why you're asking where he is. Katie wants this card. Love flows to you through you at all times, filling all your unique little wrinkles, curves, organs, senses, bones, tissues, joints, wings, energy, and private party parts with harmony, illumination, and zest. Love yourself like you loved that tiny little creature that you rescued when you were 7. Did you do it with your tiny hands? Oh, thank you for tagging in Man. As you discover and appreciate the love within yourself, you radiate infinite love to everyone else. They need it more than you know. And then, of course, you got the little infinity signal, little infinity sign. Love. Boop, boop. Also love my shiny ring. Man, I did not realize I was that much of a shiny ring person. It makes me happy. Okay. Anywho, Put on the shiny. All right, let's pull this up on Instagram real quick. We're going to go back to the serious for a second. All right. So here's another one that kind of, let's see. Boop. Katie says, I'm not giving any love to anyone except me, my mini me. Oh, your mini me is so cute. And myself, LMAO, and maybe a small dog. I appreciate that. Sorry, my nose is running. It's not a good look. All right, listen. Okay, folks. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So Project 2025. So the current regime tried to say, who's Project 2025? We don't know them. Yeah, well, Heritage Foundation, that, yeah. What was he mentioned? Like 347 times in Project 2025? Any hoo-ha. They're working on it, and no fault of all divorce. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. That is dangerous that people have to stay in divorce. Complete ban on abortions without exceptions. Yeah, they're moving towards that. Ban contraceptions. Yep, moving towards that. I said contraceptions. You can tell I'm a woman in menopause. It doesn't care anymore. Higher taxes for the working class. Oh God, there was so interesting. Simu Liu, is that his name? Really interesting actor. This whole live stream talking about how he realizes that if he's making a certain amount of money, he's going to be getting a lot bigger tax break, and he's making over 365,000 a year. I think that's the tax limit. Anyway, he's like, this is ridiculous. Why am I getting a bigger tax break because I'm making more money? And I appreciated that he was honest about that. Eliminations of unions and workers' protections. Oof, we're at that right now. By the way, folks, in case you haven't realized, I think 36% of farm workers in, I can't remember what state, and then like 43% in California have not been showing up to work at the farms to pick the produce. What do you think that's going to end up in? Not cheaper groceries. Y'all, it is scary. Raising prescription drug prices did that already. And Affordable Care Act, working on that. Eliminate a Department of Education, working on that. Teach Christian religious beliefs in public schools. That should be a small C, by the way. I'm just saying, because I'm calling anybody who proclaims to be a Christian that voted for Trump or likes Trump a small C Christian. There's another C word I like to call them too. And it's not a Dolly Parton Christian either. Ending climate protections, working on that already. Increased Arctic drilling, drill baby drill, already talked about that. Banning books and curriculum about slavery, banning African American and gender studies, and civil rights and DEI protections in government. He has done that already. He did that on Tuesday. People showed up to work and they were out of a job. It is no joke. Yeah, see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. Thank you, Gian. And birthright citizenship. Yep, I'm working on that too. Mass deportation of immigrants and incarceration in camps. Well, that's what they're going to get people to work on, is things that they're going to actually deport folks, but also bring them into the camps so they are incarcerated to work on these farms. Y'all, call me crazy. I'm not. Well, not about this. Promote and expedite capital punishment. Yep, he's already working on that. They came out with something this week on that. Eliminate federal agencies like the FDA, EPA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric, right? Isn't that what NOAA is? I think that's here, actually. Continue to pack the Supreme Court and lower courts with right-wing judges. Not sure how he could pack the Supreme Court more unless he gets somebody to boot themselves off like he did the last time. But I know the lower courts, he is working on it, which is why you should support the ACLU. FYIZO. So use the military to break up domestic protests. I know that Newark actually came out with something yesterday to say, yeah, don't show up in our city trying to scare people without warrants, which is what happened yesterday. So y'all, I may not be able to give you links right off the bat, but I really think you should pay attention to this. And, if you're watching a replay, or if you're just watching or you don't want to hear about it, take this in dribs and drabs. You do need to pay attention to it. You really, really do. Unless you are a Christian, white, heterosexual, cisgendered, right-wing Christian male that doesn't have any friends, everything's going to affect you. Period. End of story. Point blank. And it'll affect them as well, too. They just don't care as much right now. But unless you don't know any gay folks, trans folks, don't have any women in your life, don't have any black or brown friends, yeah. Ooh, Leslie's got some dirt. Oh, God damn it. Talk is that Thomas and Alito will resign so that Trump can put younger conservatives on. Well, they're in the hot seat because they have not been well, nobody really cares. It comes out that they haven't disclosed a lot of the donations that they've gotten, a lot of the favors that they've gotten. But you know what? That actually makes sense that he would get Alito and Thomas to resign because they're what in their late 70s, 80s. Yeah, I mean, you think about it. What's her nuts? Amy Coney Barrett. I think she's younger than I am. So unqualified. What a see you next Tuesday. All of them are. Actually, I do not reserve the T word or the C word for just females. In fact, I like to call men that more often than not. Yeah, Leslie, that's really frightening. Hey, Brent Manuel, how are you? Nice to see you. Brent Manuel is in the house from Canada. Anywho, let's do another card because I think we need one. And then we're going to do some bong breathing and then I'm going to get out of here because it's Friday. What do you have planned for this weekend? Tell me. Tell me what you have planned. I'm going to go celebrate Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, I should say. I think that's what we should call it now. Brent needs a personal card. All right. Well, this is for you. I continuously explore mysterious doors that always lead to more. Oh, I like that one. Leslie's just going to be keeping warm. I hear you, sis. All right. Look at the booty. What's coming out of the butt? Hold on. I can't figure out what's going on here. Oh, goodness. If you're stuck in an old routine, relationship, or career that is no longer serving you, it's time to unfurl your new leaves and grow. You didn't come to this planet to squeeze your mama's magic portal. I read that wrong. You didn't come to this planet via your mom's magical portal to squeeze your butt cheeks real tight and reserve your talents. It's time to strap on a unicorn horn and wings, open spread eagle, and blast off into new experiences. Why is everything sounding weird to me? When you explore mysterious doors, they always lead to more doors. Infinite opportunity and treasure awaits. If now, then when? All right. I think that's like a little, I don't know. I'll post a picture of it. That's for you, Brent. All right. And I will, I'll post all of that off there. So yeah, it's the Lunar New Year coming up in the next couple days, which I love, which is the year of the wood snake. Year of the wood snake, ladies and gentlemen. Now last year, or this year now, was year of the wood dragon. So apparently there's like an element that goes with each one. So the year I was born was the year of the wood snake. The last time it was the year of the wood snake was 60 years ago, 1965. You guessed it. The year I was born. So I love that my mom is also a year of the snake. She was the year of the golden snake. How fancy is that? Marcia Morrow, ladies and gentlemen. So anybody who was born in 1965, especially after this lunar New Year, is the year of the wood snake. And I just cannot help but think that there's everything to do with some kind of sexual innuendo with the year of the wood snake. But right? All right, let's do one more swearing card. Oh, you guys are Tian says she and her mom are also the same zodiac animal as well. What animal is that? Oh God, that's really cool. Yay for us, right? My mom was born in 1941 and I was born in 1965, so she was 24. So I guess maybe it's like 24 years in between. Does that sound about right? Do you have the same thing? You're both dragons. All right. Well, this was your year. I love it. And then do you know what your element was for that year? That's kind of cool. Looks like Steve Schaefer's watching. What's up, Schaefer? I mean it. October 2nd, brother. Coming to town. Coming for that wedding. Make a note of it. It's a Thursday. Also 24 years apart. Okay. So those are the magic numbers. Oh, yeah. Fire for you. Mom is a water dragon. See, isn't that neat? That is really neat. Fire dragon, water dragon. Yep. Brent, I will tell her. Thank you, my friend. And go back and watch the replay because I showed a video of my mom speaking at the Champaign County Board to talk about the moratorium on further, what's the word? Sequestration. CO blah. Big words, big scientific words. Don't ask me. I can't help you with it. Look it up. Right? Okay, y'all. This is the last one. You ready? You are abso-fucking-lutely capable of creating the life you can't stop dreaming about. Look at the little shark with his little cowboy hat and his backpack and his map. Hello, cutie patootie. All right, let me read this for you. Make a fucking roadmap to your dream life and work on that shit every day, every single day. And when you have a plan, you are one step closer to making that shit happen. Now, bury your excuses 6 feet under. I've been having this talk with myself a lot. Now, bury your excuses 6 feet under and put on those work boots. It's time to make dreams happen. Do you love that? Oh, I love that. I love that. Yay. Okay, so Leslie says she was born in the year of the rat, and you don't know what element though. So you can definitely look that up. It's kind of neat. I didn't know about that. And then I found out I was the wood snake. It's so good. I like it for this year. So I am going back and forth between complete dread of the current regime and all the bullshit that's going on, and exhilaration, and what are we calling it? Extreme joy. Radical joy about planning this wedding. Whee! Pretty exciting. So, what's your radical joy? Put it here in the comments if you're watching, or if you haven't thought anything but you want to talk about it. Put the links in here. I'm going to put the links into this Instagram post with the action items that I mentioned. Find a little action that you can do every week, and whether that be, for me, still walking dogs at Dumb Friends League, which I absolutely love. So please find something local, because at this point, with what's been going on, even when you think about the fires in California and how that affected local systems, mutual community aid is really going to be where it's at. So with that being said, I was going to go grab Betty. Let me see. Let me go get her real quick. Hold on one second. Baby ma'am, come here. Baby ma'am. Hello. Oh, look at this little girl. Okay. Look at that messy desk. You gotta love it. Oh, Friday with the felines. Look at that grumpy face. Oh, God, she is just yummy. This is Baby, also known as Baby Ma'am, or Betty, also known as Baby Ma'am. Oh, she's so grumpy. Are you grumpy, Baby Ma'am? Are you grumpy, girl? She's the sweetest little thing. She's a little rotund now. Yeah, she's got a little junk in her trunk. Brent says he's renewing his passport to maybe visit me in October. We would love that. The more the merrier, right? All right. I love you all. I will see you next time. And it looks like somebody just came in from YouTube. Crazy Taco 55. That's the best name ever. I'm just saying. All right. I will post pictures here on Facebook on behalf of myself, Joey Bag of Donuts, and Betty. I'm going to tune you out. Oh, I didn't do bong breathing. Let's do it real quick. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Let me get my hands. Hold on. Okay, I only have one hand. Oh, no, I have both hands. Take a deep breath in. Tits up. Get it up there. That's what she said. Hold it in. Let that shit go. Let it go. Right? That's what the song says. And then I'm going to do a tuning fork for you. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.